Howdy partner, and welcome to this quick overview of the March update for Planet Coaster coming very soon. As you can see from the video playing here, we're getting the Western theme return as part of the free update. Very excited to see it. Those of you who played a lot of Planet Coaster 1 will recognise pretty much all of this. It looks like a straight rip from 1 to 2, which I'm more than happy with as a free update. I think I'd be a little annoyed if they tried to sell this sort of stuff. The fact that this is coming for nothing is absolutely amazing, and it's coming on March 20th. There are going to be over 350 Western pieces inspired by the first game. I see a lot of the ones in the trailer here almost look like a direct rip. I imagine they've been scaled up so they can work with scaling and what have you. And also animatronics are making a comeback as well. It does look like they still have sticks up their butts, but you know, we'll take what we can get. Also part of update number 3, they've added a random rotation and scale feature to scenery pieces. This is really neat. I love single placing pieces and I love the brush for some big things, but this now sits great in between. So you can set a tree, for instance, to have a random rotation and a very slight adjustment in scale. It's going to give you a great way to just place down a row of trees and they all look a little bit different. Really great feature coming over from Planet Zoo, and the addition of the scaling there is going to be fantastic. They're going to be able to turn off audio for billboards, which is a nice feature. If you've got a video that you want to play on the billboards but don't want to hear it, you can now knock that off. They've added custom audio onto rides, which is a great feature. They've increased the amount of scenery filters within the multi-select tools, so now it's not just all scenery. Scenery is broken down, so you can just select nature, you can just select special effects. Very neat feature. They showed off the 2 themed coasters that are getting de-themed, and they are 2 of the more popular choices for that. I'm not a coaster guy, so I'm not going to pretend I know which ones these are, but it's the one that looks like a jet and the one that looks like a car. I know a lot of people have been asking for generic looking ones of those. They didn't say whether the jet one comes with the ability to now add more seats, more cars. I know that's a big thing that people want to see as well, but they never mentioned that in the update, unfortunately. They did show off the free ride we're getting as well. It's the classic SLC, the head rattler. Very good to see that make a comeback. There's a load of management fixes, including how the guests generate at the start of a park. They've turned it way down, basically. It's way too easy at the moment. Guests flood into a park and spend money on anything you throw at them. Now you actually have to work to get them into the place in the first place. That includes changes in the scenery rating as well. The proximity of scenery now needs to be near guests. They've changed how pools work a little bit for scenery ratings. Apparently people were like fudging it by building 10 tiny pools off to the side. I don't know. I'm not really a management player, so all this sort of stuff is neat, but it sounds like they're fixing exploits that people had. Why are you exploiting this game? I don't get it. Just, you know, it ain't hard to make money in this game if you're playing management. They've also updated how staff do their shift swaps now. Any staff member that is finishing their shift will wait for the replacement to get there before they swap over. That's a nice feature. I am happy to see that one. Then they also showed off all of these round bottom slides, including the fact that you can come off the slides now. They can fly off if they're not built well. These look great. This is, again, I feel like I don't have to say it much anymore. This is what they should have looked like at release. This is what a water slide looks like. This is great. These look fantastic. Can't wait to get back into Planet Quadrica and have a look at what these look like and build a few more. They're automatically going to update, so if you're not going to have to rebuild all of your slides. They're just changing the model, so it'll just update and they will look better. You might have to tweak some scenery because obviously the rounded bottom is going to go lower than the flat bottom that there is currently. So you might have to tweak some scenery that might clip, but overall I think that's fantastic. And then moving into April, the big feature for the update is restaurants. You'll be able to build your own restaurants, satisfy multiple guest needs and tolerances, assuming this will work similar to how they work in Planet Zoo. Excited to see that come to the game. There's also going to be some changes to the workshop, including a features creators list, alerts when you can follow a creator and they put new stuff up, and a what's hot list, which is good. It is difficult to find good stuff stuff, or good new stuff at least, in the Frontier Workshop currently, so hopefully that will help with that. The Act 2 Korea maps will then also be made available in sandbox mode. We'll get more of these stock coasters that we've already been receiving in February and March. They are a great addition. There's also going to be a ride that I'm assuming they will announce at a later date, and then franchise mode improvements and ongoing stability and performance enhancements, as you would expect. Pages and pages of bug fixes and tweaks and all that sort of goodness. Really great looking update. The February update was fantastic. It's definitely got me back into the game. It got me to finish Meanderville episode 1 that we've been sitting on for a little while now. I've also been playing around in both Storybook and Planquatica for videos in the very near future, but they continue to knock it out of the park, and all of this stuff, just as much stuff as the last update, but it also comes with over 300 pieces of Western scenery. It's basically a DLC's worth of scenery, all for free. It's all part of the free updates. They're knocking it out of the park. They had a rocky start, but they are absolutely on the right track. I can't wait to get hold of this update, and I can't wait to see more from the future as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this quick update. Until the next one, be good.